guys, I'm Kaylin and welcome back to Fable Hill Farm. I know it's been quite a while, but I am back, baby. And we are going to kick it off with this video, which I've been promising you guys forever. If you've watched any of my previous videos on kidding season from this year, 2024, I've been promising up and down that I would provide this video talking about the differences between bottle raising and dam raising and why I chose to bottle raise all of my kids this year, which meant pulling them at birth, which is very controversial amongst the YouTube community of like pet breeders more so, or pet fans, animal lovers. Hey, I'm an animal lover. I have been my whole life. That's why I have a farm and I work my butt off every day. But there's been quite a bit of controversy about me pulling my kids at birth. I'm going to dive into that topic in this video and show you the differences, the pros and cons of each kid raising method. Now that my 2024 kidding season is over and done with, it is June. Yes, I know it's been a while. Like I said, it's June. I'm going to be doing an update video on everything that's been going on around the farm. But first, I wanted to finish up this video for you guys, and then we're going to dive back into some other kidding videos still left over from this kidding season that I haven't posted yet, and then going into a farm update, what's going on. We're in the middle of show season, so I've got some show related videos I'm going to be doing, but first, this video. So let's just dive right in and talk about the pros and cons of bottle raising versus dam raising your goat kids.
I used to dual raise my kids where they were getting a bottle, but they were still being raised by their moms. And oftentimes herds who do performance programs like milk testing will do this because the kids can be separated and still be fed while the doe is not with them. However, I was running into some issues with this type of kid management, and I was having kids who wouldn't take the bottle, and I was having kids who were feral or not friendly towards humans, which was a big issue for me. The pros of dam raising. Kids are getting milk 24/7, so you usually get really nice growthy kids. The does and the kids form deep bonds which can last for a lifetime if they're left together like a mother and a daughter. They have the freedom to, have their kids left on them. So if you're not able to milk, then you can just leave the kids with their mom. This is especially helpful for people who have families or busy schedules, work life, are unable to milk twice a day or are not able to milk on a regular schedule. You also always have ample milk to feed the kids unless, maybe you have a sick kid or a kid that's rejected. So that's another plus as well. Some of the cons of dam raising would be that kids are exposed to parasites, bacteria, viruses, and disease from adult animals. You can have stunted kid growth or even death caused by an increased likelihood of coccidia. You can get unfriendly kids. You can have damage to does' udders, sometimes which can be permanent. You can also get mastitis. You can get kids who are slower growing for various reasons. You have kids that you can't sell until they are weaned, which means a greater drain on your time and resources. And sometimes adult does are very not nice to kids that are not theirs. Here are some of the pros of bottle feeding. You have a minimized exposure to bacteria, disease, and parasites. You are guaranteed to get friendly kids because they're used to taking a bottle from you every day. You are decreasing the likelihood of death and illness or stunted kids due to things such as coccidiosis outbreaks. You can sell kids at a younger age so you can decrease the workload and the resource demand. You can guarantee that kids are all fed equal amounts of milk. Everybody is getting the same. You're going to greatly decrease the likelihood of udder damage to your does. As to the cons of bottle feeding, first and foremost, it's a huge time commitment. Bottle babies, while friendlier, also tend to be more nippy. You will have to milk your does. You're not able to skip milking with this type of kid raising. You will risk mastitis and a huge drop in milk production if you do not consistently milk your animals. You also need to have the space and the resources available to keep kids separated from the rest of the herd. And you are going to have so many more pens to clean, more chores, more time feeding, watering. Like there's so much extra work with bottle babies, and there's no denying that. I made a post on Facebook asking some other dairy goat breeders who exclusively bottle raise their kids to share their reasons for doing so. I had tons of comments, and here are some of them for you to look at. I have absolutely loved bottle feeding my kids this year, and I think for me it's the best approach because I'm seeing these huge changes such as improved udder health, decreased exposure to parasites and bacteria in my kid crops. My kids are 100% friendly. They love people, and I can sell my kids that I'm not keeping whenever I want to in order to decrease my workload and spend less time and money on them. Like I said, I used to dam raise and I had lots of problems with my kids, especially these feral kids, udder damage, kids, breaking out at shows and stealing milk and ruining udders for the day, and even kids who were stunted by coccidia with multiple layers of prevention. Look, guys, I am an animal lover. I have and always will be a lover and an advocate of animals. My animals receive the highest level of care at great expense and time on a daily basis. I understand that some of you don't agree with pulling kids at birth, but I assure you that my animals are well looked after.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope there was some educational information. Maybe if you're considering, bottle raising versus dam raising, if you're a new breeder, or if you're thinking about switching it up due to like lifestyle, time constraints, all of that. Or if you're just one of my viewers who's like, why is she taking all of these babies away? I don't understand. Maybe you just wanted to understand my perspective, which if you're actually open-minded and you want to understand why I chose to do that this year, I see you, I appreciate you. If you're just like watching this video but still think I'm a horrible person for pulling my kids at birth, like, I'm sorry, you can't make everybody happy. I wanted to experiment with it. I've been very happy with the results, and I am considering whether I'm going to do a hybrid method next year or if I'm going to just do exclusive bottle raising again. So thanks for watching. As always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Bottle raise all my kids instead of dam raising like I usually do this year, 2020. Oh.